Scorpio, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign. Scorpio energy. So if you're not a Scorpio birth date, but this message has come to you, there could be Scorpio placements in your natal chart that are being triggered right now that you're not even aware of. So this message lands just at the right time, exactly when you need to hear it. And this is where your message begins. I like this energy. Slow and steady wins the race. It means emotional stability and security. It, to me, is very akin to the King of Cups, because this is an energy of, I was going to say she knows exactly who he is, what he wants. It's almost like feelings are solid. They're certain now, and they're focused. They're not all over the place. They've found a current and they're in a flow. Turtles are very old creatures, so they're very wise. They're very certain. They're very stable. And this is a sea turtle, so it's very much the energy of knowing who you are, knowing yourself, but also being in a stable emotional situation, knowing that somebody cares about you, knowing you care about them, being certain of it, having something that is reliable and dependable, that is emotional as well, is all wrapped up into turtle spirit. So it's a really beautiful energy to feel that stability, to feel that certainty. Well, let's understand what this is in the context of, shall we, Scorpio? Remember, as I divide the deck, there will be cards that fall out, and I'm going to leave them where they lie because that's part of the message. If you're looking for a personal reading from me, I do provide those. Please go to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can book and schedule right there at your earliest convenience. And you'll get your message within 24 hours of whatever day you book. I know you guys want the messages quickly, and I get them to you as quickly as possible. All right, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe now, and then you can hit that notification bell that says all notifications so that you'll know when I go live and do free public tarot card readings here. I'm going to cleanse the energy. This is weird because this is a big deck, and this came out for Libra too. Very, very much the same situation, that something wasn't meant to be. Co-create with spirit. So it's almost like, it's almost in reverse. It's toppled over, or something was against God's plan, or something was sort of dark or toxic or unhealthy. It's not that this card is naturally, or crow is naturally any of those things, but actually it's a very powerful energy, but it's almost like using your power in the wrong way. When it's in reverse or lopsided, as far as I read it. So it's almost like you're starting to accept the feelings, these feelings of stability, You're starting to accept that there is a situation that went wrong or was wrong or that you can't make right. And there's just this energy, or there's this, or you're still in. No, I'm going to say what I feel, Scorpio. You're accepting that this is toxicity, and that this is beyond the Scorpio's relationship with toxicity. The sense of, I've gotten really comfortable in this toxic situation. There's an awareness here that I've gotten comfortable in a toxic situation. Okay, what do we do with that awareness? Think on your feet. Need to be foxy, need to get out of there quick, need to improvise, or you're starting to recognize that you've gotten really comfortable in instability, that you've gotten really comfortable not being sure whether or not things are going to be right, and having to improvise and always, change motions or change modes. You've kind of gotten at home with something that can be tricky or require you to jump through a lot of hoops. There's an instability here. Be at home. You've gotten comfortable, maybe improvising. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but certainly that's what's happening. And coupled with this, I wouldn't say it's good. Take a leap of faith is grasshopper spirit. So there's this energy of, it's almost like you decided to take a leap of faith in a circumstance that you knew wasn't that stable. Why? To bring peace into a situation, to bring harmony, to try to feel like you're healing the situation. This could be Libran energy. I just need to clarify for Scorpio. Slow and steady wins the race. Think on your feet and be at home. What do you want to say to Scorpio? What do you want to say to Scorpio? Please be very clear. Two of Swords, that you're stuck, that there's an uncertainty about this situation. Take some time to let the information come in. Because I know you want to jump into the situation because you think, if I jump in and I have faith in it, I can make this work. But there's a warning here. There's something that you're missing, and the truth is you won't be able to make it work because there's an underlying toxicity here that you may not be seeing because you don't want to see it. So what the universe is asking you to do is pause, because it's saying, hey, Scorpio, you still need to know more about this situation. You jumping in isn't going to make it okay. I think you think it is because you've gotten really comfortable with discomfort or with always having to make concessions. But that doesn't mean it's a good thing. It just means that it's a comfort zone now and you're used to it. So let me try to get an understanding then of what does Scorpio need to know and be aware. Can we please just reveal that to Scorpio? I'm going to do the 7-day play-by-play, or just the steps of how everything unveils itself this week. But that's the question I'm asking. What is the information that Scorpio needs to know? And where is it coming from? Where is the information that Scorpio needs to know? Oh, boy. What is the information that Scorpio needs to know? Can you please tell us how this starts to reveal itself this week? Okay. Somebody's undermining you. They're trying to take time or say, I need time to think about something, but it's really just to like waste your time. I'm just letting you know. Somebody's been stalling so that they can continue to steal or swipe or waste your fucking time. And then there's this, so this could be in relationship. There's some sort of victory or success. It's almost like you're hanging in there, hanging into a situation or hanging on to a situation where you can clearly see somebody isn't moving forward, especially when it comes to solidifying a situation or a situation that you thought you were going to win at, right? But they're stalling. And you're allowing them to stall and kind of trying to make it okay, because ultimately there's some sort of, you feel like there's some sort of victory, there's some sort of breakthrough. Now, this could be good news where a decision is finally made in your favor. But what I don't like is that it took long enough. Like it was undermining you for so long by not making that choice. But so even though now that it chooses you, or this person chooses you, or the situation is choosing you, it begs me to wonder, does it deserve you? So we have next, this could have to do with a job opportunity, or simply it could have to do with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, somebody who likes to take their time and be specific, somebody who's very pedantic and detail oriented, somebody who wants to do things right. Maybe this is just a sense of somebody wanted to pause to make sure that all the stuff that was really problematic was taken care of. But there's still conflict here. Spirit wants you to know that even though somebody seems together on the surface, there's still a lot of conflict here. There's still a lot of things that are getting in the way, other people that are getting in the way. There's some sort of attachment or connection to a former relationship or to their home, right? This sense of, we have that, think on your feet and be at home, this sense of somebody's at home or feels comfortable within chaos. Yeah, somebody's definitely gotten used to it. That's confirmed. Okay, so what's the information that Scorpio needs to know? This is day or step 3 or revelation 3. There's an Aries situation here that somebody likes to be in charge, likes to take control. Somebody's willing to fight. No, Aries, Cancer. Somebody wants to make progress. Somebody wants to move forward. Somebody's been thinking about. Then we have the Four of Swords, which is reflection, tying up loose ends, you know, staying in one place to reflect on. It's almost like you're starting to realize or see that somebody tried to act really quickly, really fast. And you're almost like, oh, maybe I should have been suspicious of that. Or maybe I threw myself into this situation really quick, really fast. And oh, now that I think about it, it left a lot to be desired, or it left a lot of loose ends. And when you kind of reflect upon it or look at it, that starts to reveal itself. So what is Scorpio supposed to do? Listen, if this had come back this way and said, you know, none of the cards are falling out this way. Like, yeah, you've been stuck in stagnation and now things are about to soar forward. No, there's a sense of like you thought things were stable, but now little cracks are starting to form, right? You rushed into a situation and now it's like somebody either wants a break or needs to take a break. Maybe you want to take a break, or there's a stagnation or just okay, so what's going on? And you want to keep pushing forward to what? Rush a situation that may not even be the right situation for you. Day 4. There's disappointment here. Disappointment from the past, still looking at trying to rectify a past situation. Somebody's feelings got hurt. Somebody didn't get what they expected. And then it's almost like intuitively you knew that understood this disappointment. You knew that there was going to be disappointment here. It's like you saw it coming. Okay, so what is Scorpio supposed to do about it? Lordy. The Tower, you're not going to have to do anything about it. Either that or end it. Finish it, but something is coming to an ending. Something inevitably, it wasn't that strong, right? It wasn't that strong. Something finishes. It's almost like God's trying to say, you tried to put the pieces back together of a tower. It's like you tried to make sense out of a shit show. It's like you like going in there and picking up the pieces, but it doesn't make it not a shit show. And you've done all that you can with what you were given. That's not the issue. The issue is, what do we do now? There's lovers here, but there's an end of a cycle. There's a completion here, or a fulfillment of a cycle. Maybe this was a karmic partnership, but there's this relationship. Yep, Five of Swords. Something is coming to an end. There is some sort of defeat here. There's some sort of defeat here. Something has stopped. Something has finished it. What is the something, though? What is the Five of Swords? Is it another person? Is it, what is going on? Something has really attacked this. Maybe it's been waiting to fall apart for a while. So what is this? Maybe there's just a lot of defensiveness, or you had to stay off of. What is this? What is the Five of Swords that is standing here against something that you want so bad? Two of Wands, it's begging you to go into a different direction. Or somebody might not want what you want, and that could have always been it. It could have always been that whatever the situation you felt was so perfect and you felt was so complete, what's defeating the situation is somebody always had their eyes on something else. They always have their eyes on another situation. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. There's a full moon coming up in a couple of weeks by October 17th. So by then, I think this is a time frame. I think by then you'll start to see or know what the heck is going on. Or it'll all fall apart. Like it'll all, you'll get your answers. We have spiritual or religious beliefs and community. Value your self-worth. You haven't been valuing your self-worth. That came out. It was upright in the deck, guys. There's just this sense of you've been compromising it. You haven't been treating yourself the way you deserve. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. You need people around you that will support you now. You don't need the wrong people around you who will actually just supporting your self-destructive values. Like, watch who you've been hanging out with is the underlying warning here. Because maybe you've been reading all the tarot cards or getting into all these communities. They tell you what you want to hear. That doesn't mean they're on your side. So there is some warning here that says your low self-worth is bringing you around the group of people that are hyper enforcing your low self-esteem, or whatever it is that's keeping you stuck in the situation or making you believe in a situation that is not actually up to the standards of who you are or what you really deserve, because you haven't been. And what you need is to get around people who really care about you. People who really care about you are the ones that are going to tell you the truth. They're the ones that are going to not say what you want to hear, right? But know that you're strong enough to handle whatever those messages are. And it's almost like, get yourself into a healing situation now, because you didn't value yourself. Surround yourself with people that you know you can trust right now, because being around them is going to make you see this whole situation from a different perspective, from the perspective of clarity that you need to not get caught up in this. Let's go to day 7 in the extended, and I will see you guys there. Link is down below in the description box. It's also pinned to the top of the comment section. I'll see you there.